49ers quarterback competition. What's your sense of it now that this is finally going to get underway after months of us talking about it? What do you have for me there?
I think as long as Brock Purdy's healthy, he's going to be the guy week one. But I also believe if there's any hitch in Purdy's recovery from that shoulder surgery, it's Sam Darnold. They've been working hard to get people to understand that even though Trey Lance was the third overall pick and they ultimately invested 3 first-round picks and a third-round pick to get him, Darnold is the guy above Lance on the depth chart, and Lance is the guy they're just keeping around as the emergency option because last year they had to use their emergency option. So I think that's how it goes. Purdy if healthy, then Darnold, then Lance, and they keep all three because they may have to use all three.
So Lance would be third on the depth chart, huh? Wow. That's crazy. And I guess that would be the in case of emergency quarterback for anybody that has a, heaven forbid, a Teddy Bridgewater type injury over the next 2-3 weeks, right? I mean, I just don't see how, because everyone thinks that Lance has got a huge upside. All he's got to do is get reps and some time. And third on the depth chart, that would be wild, man. I don't know.
Well, and you raise an interesting point. If somebody does have that freak quarterback injury, and look, quarterback injuries typically don't happen in training camp and preseason because they don't get touched in training camp. And in the preseason, they rarely actually play. The starters rarely play anymore. And people think that Teddy Bridgewater's knee injury happened in the preseason game against the Chargers just a few days earlier, and then it just gave out during that practice. But if you would have that happen and somebody shows up offering a 1 and a 4 like the Vikings offered to get Sam Bradford 7 years ago, then that's when the 49ers would get somebody else ready to be their third quarterback. But until they get that kind of an offer, they're going to keep him around because, look, they had to use their third quarterback last year, and their third quarterback ended up playing well. And maybe those are the circumstances where Lance would finally play well. Kid's under a ton of pressure, everything they gave up to get him, all the expectations, the whole Jimmy Garoppolo back and forth, and are they going to use him as a rookie? They didn't use him much as a rookie. He plays last year. He breaks his ankle. Maybe the best way for him to finally prove himself is if he just gets thrust into service because the two guys in front of him get injured. And the way it's gone for the 49ers, I don't know what they did to piss off the football guards, but they just can't keep their quarterbacks healthy.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.